Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class, which is about Wildthing pose. So this is quite a deep back bend, and I would really recommend doing a warm-up before this practice, as it is quite a short practice and I don't want any of you injuring yourselves. So if you haven't warmed up, if it's the morning and you have only just woken up out of bed, then go back through my other videos, and I've got some Surya Namaskar videos or morning yoga. Do one of them just to give your body a little bit of a warm-up before getting into this pose, and then I will meet you on the mat. Hi everyone, so today we're going to start over on all fours. So if you want to just come over onto your hands and knees, shoulders are going to be over the wrists, hips over the knees. So spread your fingers, maybe a slight bend in your elbows, and just try to find a neutral spine here. So it's as if you could put a hot cup of tea on your back and it's not going to fall off. So a nice flat spine. Looking just towards the top of your mat here. And let's start with some cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, drop the belly, tailbone lifts up, chest lifts up in between the shoulders. Exhale, reverse it. So tuck the tailbone, navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, come through in between the shoulders, open the chest, look forward slightly. Exhale, reverse. And just take a few of these with your own breath. Just warming up your spine. Just preparing your body for a little bit of movement. Okay, now we're going to come to a half plank. So our right foot is going to kick out to the right. You're going to put most of your weight into that right hand. Your left foot is going to come long, and you're going to rest on the sole of your feet if you can. So your left leg is in line with your right knee, and your left hand can come up to the sky. So try to make sure that your shoulders are still over your wrist on that right hand, and your left hand is opening up. You're opening up that chest. Take a nice inhale and exhale here. And then maybe, if you can, try to open up a little bit and lean back slightly. Just make sure that it feels okay on your neck. And then coming back over onto all fours. Let's do that on the other side. So your left foot comes out to the side, your right foot comes long in line with your left knee, your right hand lifts up to the ceiling, and breathe. Find that balance. Core muscles have switched on now. Grounding down through that left hand. And then if you can, maybe open up. If it feels okay on your neck, you can drop it back slightly. Just make sure you're not feeling any pain. If there's any pain, then loosen off out of it. And then coming back down to all fours. Line up the knees again. Cross the feet behind you and just come back into a seated position. So now the legs can come out in front. Bend your right knee up. Bring it out a little bit further away from your left leg. Left hand is going to come behind. As you inhale, you are going to lift your hips, and your right hand is going to come up and over behind you. So you've come into your Wildthing pose. So you end up coming onto the sole of your left foot, your chest is lifting up, right arm comes behind. Make sure you can breathe, and then bend into that left arm, lower back down. So let's do that on the other side. So right leg comes out long, left leg bends up, bring it away from the right leg, right hand comes behind, lift the hips up. As you do, you come onto the sole of your right foot, and then your left hand can come up behind. Make sure you can breathe. Ground down through anything that's touching the floor. So your right hand, your left leg, and your right leg. Lift them hips up, open that chest, and lower back down to the mat. So that's one way that you can get into Wildthing. And now I will show you from the other way. So you're going to come over onto all fours again, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. So if this is your first downward facing dog of the day, you might want to bicycle out the legs a little bit, bending one knee, then bending the other. And then feet together at the top of the mat, or the bottom of the mat, whichever way round you've turned. I'm now facing the other way. Raise the right leg up high, bend the right knee, and then open your hips up to the side. So now you're on both your hands and your left foot. And then very slowly come onto the fingertips of your your right hand. Confused myself now, I've turned around. And then slowly lower your right foot to the floor behind you and then flip it. So then your right hand has come up over your head. Still lift your hips so you find you're in the same position as you were just a minute ago, just a different way to come into it. To come back out, just lower the bum slightly, bring the hand back round and come back into your downward facing dog. Let's try that on the other side. So feet together, left leg raises high, bend the left knee, open it out to the side. Come onto the fingertips of your left hand, left foot slowly lowers down behind you, lift your hips, left hand comes overhead. Keep lifting the hips and opening the heart. Trying to find an even inhale and exhale here. And then slowly lower your bum, bring your hands back round, downward facing dog. Lower your knees as wide as the mat, toes together, and let's come into our child's pose here. Head comes down towards the mat, completely resting everything, so no tension in your body. Come back to your natural breath and just relax. You can stay here for as long as you like. If you're ready to come out, you can walk your hands up, bring your feet out in front of you. Just easy cross-legged position. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me again for today's class. If you did want longer classes like this, then my membership is open, where we have hour-long classes and 30-minute classes based on all these different poses. So you can head over to leahyoga.co.uk to sign up for that. It's £15 a month, and there's 2 new classes every week with a backlog of loads of other classes. I think at the minute there's like 50 odd classes. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Namaste.